throughout my life, I've always been that guy. I've been that guy that's like in the shadows, you know. Not that I wanted to be in the shadows. I never wanted to be that guy, but that's just been the position that I've been pushed into, you know. For example, in my elementary school days, I've always tried to find the people that would, hang out with me, the people that would invite me to groups and stuff. And it worked for a little bit. I knew this guy. I wouldn't say his name, but I was best friends with him for a while. At least I thought it was. I was best friends with him, and he was pretty much the only thing that really distracted me from the fact that I was, like I said, that guy that was always alone, that guy that people went to try and get a good laugh at. And I thought that they were laughing with me, but they were actually laughing at me. That I'm now that I'm older, I can realize that, and I see it from a viewpoint that's not the best, of course. But anyways, um, recently I've tried to talk with girls. Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, I've tried to branch out and talk to any girl that I think would have any sense that, hey, maybe this guy is pretty cool, maybe this guy is a nice guy. And I know calling yourself a nice guy is like contradictory or what, I don't even know how to say, but apparently, like, when you call yourself a nice guy, you're not a nice guy. But anyways, um at this point, I do think of myself as a nice guy because I've never really done anything to hurt anyone on purpose. If I have hurt someone, then it wasn't on purpose. But for example, the latest girl that I talked to that really had an impact on me, I stopped talking to her about like a month ago. I won't say her name, of course, like with my best friend, but we were talking for a while. In school, I asked for her number, and we were really hitting it off. And she was calling me those nice, like nicknames that you call, like, your loved ones or whatever, like, those cutesy names and stuff. And we would hold hands, and she would kiss me on the cheek before we went inside of our classrooms and stuff, and we would see each other during lunch. And the girls that predated her, um, they all ended the same, and I always ended it with defeat, whether I was the one that ended it or whether they were the one that ended it. But because I'm a guy that never quits, I thought that maybe this one girl, maybe she'd be different because everything was going great, everything was going amazing, as they usually do in the beginning. And so I saw that things were getting stale between us. They were getting like to a standstill. And so I had the bright idea of asking her, like, hey, we don't really see a lot. We don't really see each other a lot in school. Maybe we should um see each other outside of school. Get a pizza or something. And then, she sent me those big paragraphs that you already know what that means. Those paragraphs that said, hey, you're such a nice guy, and it was so great talking to you, but I'm just not ready for a relationship. Ha ha ha. I do hope we can still be friends, though. I do hope we can still be friends. And it's really just disappointing to see that no matter what I do, no matter who I speak to, it always ends the same way. Whether it's for a woman, whether it's for a girl. Now, look, I'm not gay. I mean, whether it's for a woman, whether it's for a guy. Whenever I say like when it's for a guy, I mean, like, for like a fucking like friendly relationship, someone that I could like talk to, not even talk to, but just fucking hang out with and just fucking dick around with and do pause. Someone that I could just fucking chill with. That's what I mean for guy. I'm just not wording it right. It sounds a little gay, but a guy friend is what I'm trying to say. But when I say for a girl friend, I just mean like a a person that I could share my feelings with and not have to think about it. But look, I don't know what it is these days. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's them. I don't know if it's the generation, as people say, because like the phones and stuff and social media, it always ends in defeat for me. Everything in my life has always just ended in defeat. I don't even really have anything going for me right now. I mean, no, that's a lie. I do. Um, I enlisted in the military because I don't have anywhere else to go. I'm in a pretty bad spot right now. But yeah, I I just want to feel like like I can talk to someone and like have an impact in their life and just connect with them. But I haven't had that, and I'm starting to feel that I never will. Now that with my enlistment in the military, that's going to take up at least 4 years of my life. How could I possibly be like that with someone? How could I possibly be like that with a girl? Let alone just another normal human. I don't even know what I am. I don't even know if I'm human or what. But anyways, let's change the topic a little bit. Let's stop talking about my need for, connection. Let's talk about just like my position. A couple years ago, I was living in a nice town with, I guess, not so nice people, but it was nice enough to not have me think about the stuff that I'm currently thinking about. And then out of the blue, our house had like an electrical problem, and apparently we had to like move just like that. And I had to leave behind the people that, even though they weren't my best people, even though they weren't my favorite people, I had to leave them behind. They were people that I at least knew. I at least knew how they felt, thought, so I had to work around with them. And so my mother, she has this boyfriend who at the time, I didn't know anything about him. And he invited us to live in this different town, this faraway town, in this one little tiny house. And that's where I am now. And that was probably the beginning. My life was already shit, but now that was the beginning of my extra shitty life. My life here in this little town has been nothing but horrible. The people, the sights, just the environment, the vibe in this town. Everybody's always uptight. Nobody's actually kind. And I'm a guy that likes to be kind to people, but whenever I try to be kind to anyone else in this place, it just doesn't work. I don't know why. Now, has that given me reason to stop being kind to them? No, because like I said before, I'm not a quitter. I just can't quit. I'm really like Eren Yeager in this bitch. No matter what happens to me, no matter how many times I'm rejected, no matter how many times someone's rude to me, it's not enough reason for me to give up. But yeah, this place has been horrible for me. I've never felt so, I guess, stressed. And I know, my duty as a guy, as a man, is to, you know, be. Ooh, I'm getting lightheaded because of the cigarettes that I smoked. I guess the air is not hitting my lungs correctly. That's why my. Let me try and catch my breath. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying. I'm not gonna lie. This town has been horrible. Long story short, and not just this town. I've been a lot of places. I'll say one thing about me. I came from New York. I came from Staten Island. And then after that, I moved to another state. And then after that, I moved to another town in that state. And then after that, I moved to a different state. And then back to the same state. And now I'm going to move again since I'm enlisted into the military. Not only has there been a terrible, terrible effort, well, not even an effort, but a terrible success of getting connection with a person, there's really just no point to it anymore because I'm not going to see these people anymore. I never see the same people these days. I don't even know what's going on. Honestly, I wish I had a cat or something. I wish I had a dog or like a bird or something. I wish I had any sort of living thing that would be happy to see me. But nowadays, nothing or no one is happy to see me. Not that they hate me. I guess people don't hate me. Some people do, but even if they don't hate me, they're just not excited to see me. They don't feel anything when I walk in a room. Nobody does. Because I've always been that guy. I recently found a school, like a little school fair picture of myself. And those like photo booths, right? And I had I guess like a little group in elementary school, and I looked at that picture, and in the first frame, I'm halfway in the picture, and my 3 quote unquote friends, they were just in there. They were laughing, smiling in the picture, and I'm just there in the side. They're not even glancing at me. I remember vividly too. I don't even need to look at the picture. They didn't even pick me up and be like, "Yo, hey bro, get in the frame. Come on, man." In the second frame, I'm not even there at all. You can't even tell that this picture had me. In the last frame, I'm just there in the back. In this, I struck the same pose in all the same pictures, the same pose. And these people didn't even realize. They didn't even say anything to me yet. I still stuck around with them. I stuck around with people like these. I don't even know why. As a form of protection, I don't even know why. I just wanted to feel something. But yeah, nowadays I guess I try to push people away because I know if I lie to myself and think that maybe these guys are gonna be nice to me, maybe not even nice, maybe these guys are gonna acknowledge me, it's gonna end the same way. It has ended the same way and it probably will. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna cut this video short because I'm getting lightheaded because, but I really wish I could speak more, but yeah, I guess a shorter video will have to do for tonight. But yeah, I guess that's really just about it for this one. That's about it, yeah.